Hello everybody and welcome back to part 6 of our Skyrim Let's Play. Last time we continued the companion's questline, we avenged Skewer, and we were given a quest by Kodlak. He wants us to remove the curse on the companions, the curse that allows us to turn into werewolves, which he says was not a blessing from Hercene, a goddess, but a curse laid upon us by some witches. And in fact, that is what we are on our way to do. We can take a look at the map here. We have quite the jog southwards so that we can go and confront the Glenmoril witches. So let's get going. We have our trusty companion Lydia along with us, our newly acquired dwarven armor, but we're still using our Skyforged steel sword because, you know, it's better than a dwarven sword. That's the Skyforged steel for you. So we're going to make our way to the Glenmoril witches, and I will cut back in if we see anything interesting along the rainy path. Yeah. And what do we have here? Some sort of fort, I believe. Okay, I was going to say, I see a fire burning up there on its own, presumably due to the lack of texture pop-in. Already hostile. Bandits, I presume. Forsworn. Ah, interesting. We're in the area where Forsworn would pop up. Guess that does make sense. Oh my goodness, I'm getting hit by arrows. I mean, I'm not necessarily aggressive, but if you take the first shot, then I'm gonna run in here and take y'all out. One of the few breakable items in Skyrim. These barricades that are prominently featured during the Civil War. We'll see these if we do the Civil War, and I presume we will. That's an interesting little quest line to do. My flame Atronach is going ham behind me. Now, I think this is our first, or our character Fabian's first encounter with the Forsworn. I do not believe we've seen them before, because we haven't really been in the correct area to see them, but now we're sort of in the southwest by Markarth. And if you don't know, you know, there is an interesting Forsworn questline in Markarth, which we'll probably do at some point. I'd say it's one of the more interesting questlines in the entire game, actually. You go, oh my goodness, we sent him over the walls. Where, there's one more. Where are you? Yeah, apologies, but you do not stand a chance if I can figure out how to get up there. Oh, there's Lydia. Let's make our way around. I mean, you really should be running for your life, not to... I'm not trying to make a threat, I'm really not, I'm just saying. Lydia's gonna get you anyway. But not if I can fire breath you first. Alright, let's head in. Let's see what's going on in the tower, in this Forsworn camp. Are there more of them in here? I do believe we've entered at a fairly high point in the camp, right at the top. Yep. We're going down from here. Maybe kind of doing this dungeon backwards, but that's fine. If it even is a dungeon, really. Hello? Anybody? Hello? Hello? Oh, that leads us back outside. Little sentry's lookout. If the weather was a little nicer, I mean, that could be a nice little spot to, you know, settle down, read a book, read about the exploits of some of Skyrim's ancient heroes. Ooh. I'm not gonna take the elven helmet because that's light armor. We can't smith it anyway. Hello? Is anybody down here? I think we killed everybody. I thought there would be more enemies within the fort. But, nope, looks like we got everybody. Not much loot to gain either, so I suppose we'll be on our way. I will take your key. Not that I think it would unlock anything useful, to be honest with you. Alright, well, let's get back on our way to the Glenmoral Witches. Might have missed something in there, but it appears that there isn't really much more than we already saw. Well, we're entering on the other side. This is Skyrim, so instead of taking the correct route, we're just gonna slide down this mountain. And this is how I always lose my companions, because I do stuff like, you know, try and slide down the side of a mountain, or spam jump my way up, and then, you know, Lydia has to come the long way around, so we basically don't see her until we fast travel, or, you know, we could wait for an hour, but sorry, Lydia, I do not have time to wait for you. We have a quest from Kodlak to do. You know, as I'm walking through Skyrim's natural landscape to get to this quest line with, you know, all of the nature, the trees, the sounds of the rain, and the occasional hostile wildlife, I'm thinking, yeah, I bet you could do some sort of, like, Skyrim ASMR or something. I mean, you gotta admit, it's a little bit relaxing just to walk through, listen to the music, listen to the rain, you know, the occasional easy encounter. I mean, this section of the map is relatively empty. There's a couple of caves, a fort or two, a tower, and some wolves. It's probably the most exciting thing going on around here are the wolves. But aside from that, you're basically just on an extended nature walk. Alright, here we are. Glenmoral Coven. Oh my. Got some taproot, I think that is, hanging on a tree outside. We have some impaled goat skulls. Looking very, very witchy, which I suppose is appropriate. A Spriggan head impaled? You know, I kind of thought witches and Spriggans might be friends. Goodness. Well, let's go in. We must fulfill the quest given to us by Kodlak. It's not that he's completely opposed to anyone being a werewolf, but he just doesn't want it for him. And you know what? I respect that. Fabian respects that. Well, I hear you, Lydia. Fabian, he's fine with being a werewolf, our character. I mean, he thinks it's cool. But he also respects the decisions of others, okay? He's a respectful king. And if Kodlak wants us to do this, then we're going to get it done. I did not even see the spider. Let's attempt not to die upon first encounter. I'd say that would be a good thing to avoid, would be dying, as we try and fulfill this quest. Oh, she was trying to heal right there. You saw her. Let's take her head. And now, you know, we have the head of one. That's all we need. But tell me, boys, do you really think we're going to stop there? I mean, this is a coven of evil witches. Frankly, I think they should get what's coming to them. So we're going to clear out this entire goddamn dungeon. That's exactly what we're going to do. Alright, piece of cake. Look at that, we got these damn evil witches dealt with. Now we can head back to Kodlak with the good news. He will not be cursed to eternal damnation. Of course, that's what he was worried about, remember? All he wanted was, like a good Nord, to go to Sovngarde after he died. And the issue with being, you know, cursed to be a werewolf was that instead of doing that, he would be forced to hunt for Hircine for eternity. And for some people, that's great. I mean, you want to be a wild beast hunting for eternity? But Kodlak wants to enjoy the fistfights and mead halls of Sovngarde, like any proud Nord. And Fabian may be a Breton, but he gets it as much as anybody else does. And you know what? Now he can. Now we can bring that damned witch's head, in fact, several witches' heads, back to our boy Kodlak and tell him the good news. So I think first off, we're going to talk to Faringar, because I forgot that I had put a perk point into apprentice level magic for restoration, and so now we can upgrade our healing spell. Not that we really need to, it's already pretty effective. But it's gonna get even better. Oh. we pulled the door towards us. It was actually a push door. We had a classic gag occur right there. Is it a pull? Is it a push? You know, if you're in a situation where there's a double doorway, aka 2 doors, and you don't know if it's a pull or a push, here's my advice. You push one, pull the other. Then, you know, you don't have to look like a moron if it doesn't work.
It seems this damnable conflict.
Yeah. Stop complaining, Faringar. You're pretty pretentious, my friend. I hate to break it to you. Fast healing.
You know,
There we go. I believe that is apprentice level. Yes, it is.
if you
And there we go.
the aptitude, you should join
Okay,
the mages.
please shut up, Faringar. We'll do the Mages College at some point, okay? You know, I do not need you telling me about it. Don't worry. I know, everybody knows about the Mages College in Winterhold. Alright. Let's head to
Mind yourself.
Jorvaskr. A lot of people standing around. Hello, everybody?
Come to chat with an old woman. My friend Maven and I.
Okay, you have nothing to say?
You met Maven?
What's going on here?
These two aren't a problem anymore.
We know.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Well,
We got most of them, but I think a few stragglers made it out.
I mean, what did Kodlak tell us? You know, we have waged all-out warfare on the Silver Hand ever since they killed Skewer. And Kodlak said, cycle of violence, now they've come to our home. We went to them, they've come to us. Let's see the damage.
Where have you been?
I was doing Kodlak's bidding.
I hope it was important, because it means you weren't here to defend him. The Silver Hand.
Can't put that on me.
Finally found enough courage to attack Jorvaskr. We fought them off, but the old man, Kodlak, he's dead.
Damn. I gotta be honest. With how strong the companions are, I do not know how they allowed Kodlak to die. Also, he's always, you know, in his room. He's so far from the entrance. How on earth did you guys let the Silver Hand reach him and kill him? And also, I never liked the accusatory tone Vilkas comes at us with. Like, where were you? You couldn't defend Kodlak. What do you mean? This is the Fighters Guild. We're all out doing quests. Why were all of you here? Like, you know, why am I responsible for this? Everybody's supposed to be out, you know, taking jobs and doing quests. It's not my responsibility if something happens while I'm gone.
No, but they made off with all our fragments of Wuthrad.
How did you
But
let them
you
do
and I
that?
are going to reclaim them. We will bring the battle to their chief camp. There will be none left living to tell their stories. Only songs of Jorvaskr will be sung.
Alright, alright.
We will avenge Kodlak, and they will know terror before the end.
I'll head back home if you need.
Oh, bye, Lydia. You have a bunch of my stuff. Well, we'll get it back eventually. And there he is, Kodlak, who they also stripped naked for some reason. I don't quite know
Dead, if not for Bignar.
what that means.
Took me in and helped me turn my life around.
Hello, Farkas. Or Vilkas. Apologies. Can't tell you two apart sometimes. Well, anyway, despite my complaints about this turn of events, let's get in the spirit. They've killed Kodlak. And, you know, even though he was trying to teach us not to go down this path of action, you know, he literally told us after we went to avenge Skewer, like, hey, don't go for revenge. We're going for revenge. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take the cart to Dawnstar. Let me see if I have anything to sell first. Yeah, I do. Alright, we're gonna head to Bellathor, sell some of this crap we're carrying.
Leave any of them alone.
Yeah, we will, Ayla.
Need something.
And then we will take the carriage to Dawnstar and make our way from there. It's funny, I literally talked about last time how Dawnstar is one of the cities that are least frequently visited by me, at least. And yet, here we go. We're heading there this time.
What you're looking for. Everything's trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
Alright. Actually, I don't have anything heavier, do I? No, I don't. Alright, here you go. You can take these, and you can take some of those, and then I don't need these damn garnets either. Oh yeah, I always forget about these well-kind stones. Were they in Oblivion? Or am I imagining that? I now know that some of this stuff we're getting, the Madness or this, was part of that new big update that happened recently. Like a month or two ago or something.
Do come back.
And I just heard that there was an update. I didn't really keep up with what they added. Except for survival. I know they added survival mode. But, you know, I think we're seeing some of the stuff they added. Some of these new odd items that I have not seen in Skyrim before. Alright, let's make our way to Dawnstar. There's one of the scrolls from the Dawnguard DLC, perhaps? I try to remember when I see some of these things that appear familiar, but I'm not exactly sure from what or where. Glad they sent Vilkas with me. Oh, reliable Vilkas. Who I mistake for his brother sometimes. Until you talk to him, then you can tell the difference. At least in terms of personality. Hello, Bjorlam.
I can take you to any of the hold capitals.
We haven't hired your services yet in this playthrough, but throughout my time playing Skyrim, I've hired your services a lot. So let's go to Dawnstar.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Climb and back, and we'll be off. There's a sentence I've heard many a time.
Get up there.
Sorry, Vilkas, you'll have to run. Oh, wow. The Hag Ravens. Those are some of the witches we just killed. Killed all of those damn Glen Moral witches. In order to save the soul of Kodlak, now he's already been killed. What a tragic turn of events. Hopefully, we still have an opportunity to save his soul in the afterlife. Dawnstar. Now, for those that don't know, Dawnstar is where the little cheat chest is. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I might show you it later. There's a chest you can access in Dawnstar through the ground that gives you a bunch of items. I think it's a shopkeeper or trader's inventory, but you can just steal from it. Oh, okay, well, first we have to fight this dragon, I think. Unless they patched it. But, I mean, it's been there for years. Dragon, you want to fight or what? I'm gonna try and catch his attention next time he swings around. He's trying to make up his mind. Okay, and he flew away. Well, no dragon fight, Well, no dragon fight, I guess. How about that? No worry. I mean, I would have rather had the dragon fight. Could have gotten another dragon soul and gotten some dragon bones and scales, but this dragon was too much of a coward to fight. So he decided to run away instead. I swear, I don't know if it's something with this playthrough, but the dragons we've been spotting this playthrough have been incredibly cowardly. Refusing to land, just flying around in the air for minutes upon minutes, not wanting to fight. This one just ran away. I mean, what's going on with you dragons? Y'all are supposed to be the most fearsome beasts of the continent. Even these frostbite spiders are tougher. I'm actually going to use that level up to get some health back because these frostbite spiders are kind of whooping me. Anything good? We will want this eventually. It's not that useful right now. But if we don't have anything better... Okay, we have this. Not bad, not bad. Oh, this is good. Actually, we should definitely do the heavy armor. 25% bonus if wearing all heavy armor. The thing about Skyrim's perk system is that you have to go down the tree if you want the perk at the end. I'll show you where that's kind of annoying. So this, branch, you get Fists of Steel, which is completely useless unless you want to do an unarmed run. And if you want to do an unarmed run, just get the Gloves of the Pugilist, disenchant them. So pretty useless. Cushioned, half damage from falling. Okay, but not very useful once again. And then the last skill, Heavy Armor, weighs nothing and doesn't slow you down. Now that one is very convenient. That's a great skill. But you can't get it unless you buy both of these useless ones. And every perk point is pretty valuable, You only get one per level up. So it's kind of like, if you want to get that one good skill, you have to get all these pointless skills. And there's plenty of examples of that in all of the different skill trees. I'm just using that as an example. Oh my goodness, I'm yawning again. Alright, let's go, gamers. We need to avenge Kodlak, something he probably wouldn't want, but we are also retrieving the fragments of Wuthrad, so it is a little more than just a simple revenge mission, We also have something going on up here. Oh wow, yeah, I was gonna say I see a lighthouse. Yeah, we're getting pretty close to the edge of the map, the upper edge. Uh-oh, the Imperials. Well, this might be useful to have on the map in the future. Hello, everybody.
I know what you mean.
Now, when we do the Civil War, I gotta tell you, more than likely we'll join the Stormcloaks. Now, I'm not guaranteeing it, but, consider how we start the game. And, this is how every character starts the game. We're literally imprisoned by the Imperials for no good reason, and they are about to execute us. Why on earth would I join up with them? Even if I think maybe their cause is okay, you'd probably hold a bit of a personal grudge against them. I think Fabian certainly would. I mean, he's sort of an upper-class, noble Breton who's been put in this position by the Imperials. He would certainly hold a grudge against them. I don't think he's a particular friend of the Nord, but, now he's been living amongst them for a while. He's been dealing with them, learning about them. I imagine he's probably gained some sympathy for the Nord cause. And due to how the game started, he's probably not too fond of the Imperials. So, judging from that, we're probably going to join the Stormcloaks. Maybe that'll change, but I'd be surprised. Plus, I usually join the Stormcloaks when I play anyway. I know there are complexities to the Stormcloak Imperial war, and some of you side with the Imperials, but I just really cannot side with an Imperial colonizer. They're literally called the Imperials. The Stormcloaks do kind of suck. I mean, they're racist and nativist. There's no great option here, I'm gonna be honest. But I do sympathize a little more with them defending their homeland, with the Imperials, trying to conquer them, which is what they're doing, whether they do it through war or more peaceful means. You Silverhand do not stand a chance. Where'd you go? See, that's why I always play in third person. Gives you a bit more of a view of what's going on. And we can use our fast healing. Ooh, look at that. Very nice. Okay, this door is barred. We have to go another way. Silverhand are always stocked pretty well. Hello, everybody. Oh, I hear him.
Over here.
You ran right into Vilcus. Hey, you take him for a second. I need to heal. The thing is that our Flame Atronach doesn't work super great under these tight circumstances. The hallways of this dungeon. It's much better in an open-air space. Or at least just a space more open than this. So I do like our Conjuration, and that is the magic we're most focused on, but sometimes it's not incredibly useful. I also just picked up a ruined book for no reason. Well, I'm not unlocking that door. You can come out of here if you want. Or, actually, one of our goals is to wipe out the Silver Hand, and I'm assuming that means we have to kill all of them. So actually, I'm going to open this door. Yeah, I know I've been talking about revenge and all that, but, you know, when you're actually in battle, you want to get rid of all of them, I think. We're coming for you. Absolutely brutal. I mean, he must have known we were unlocking that door. I open the door, I shout fire at him, and just stab him right through the chest. Just an absolutely terrible experience for him. He could have been more prepared, but against that level of overwhelming force, perhaps there isn't much you can really do. Oh, really? I can't win this? Yeah, how about that? Well, that's Vilcus I'm hitting. That's Vilcus. Don't get mad at me, Vilcus. It can be a little challenging not to hit your companions sometimes. Very nice. So many potions. There's the lever. Let's go to the next level of this dungeon. The Driftshade Cellar. Hello, Silver Hand. Where are you? Y'all don't stand a chance. There's a trap going off somewhere. Gotta say, I mean, there's two classes of Silver Hand, right? Well, you have the Silver Hand leaders, but I mean, amongst those just named Silver Hand, there are the weaklings with very little health, and then guys like this with more health. It is quite satisfying when you fire breath one of the weak ones, and it basically entirely kills them. Or it just does entirely kill them. Wow, look at all this armor. I mean, we got plenty of gold. I don't need to be picking up all this random crap and selling it, but if you wanted to, that'd be a pretty good way to make some cash money. Hello, everybody. Yeah, look at that. One fire breath taken out. Like I said, fire breath isn't necessarily the best shout in the game. I think some of the non-combat shouts are actually a little more interesting. But it's pretty good, and it can be pretty satisfying. Don't even try. I warned you. I warned you. I mean, I hate to say it. Well, you guys have a freaking ice cave. A werewolf. Should we let him out? And a dead horse. Well, let's let the werewolf out. How about that? Not sure if it's the greatest idea ever. Oh, he's hostile. Oh my goodness. Brother, relax. I'm trying to help. Well, that didn't go so well. It kind of, I don't know, it doesn't exactly work, because we can turn into a werewolf, and while we're a werewolf, we can control ourselves. You know, like, I mean, of course, we're enticed to kill and eat humans for perk points, and I absolutely do while I'm a werewolf. But we can control ourselves while in werewolf form. So it makes you wonder, like, was that guy just an asshole? Or is he experiencing werewolf form differently than we are? Because we don't lose control and become a bloodthirsty werewolf all of a sudden with no control. Speaking of that, I feel it's only appropriate that we should become a werewolf at least once during this dungeon, right? Seems fitting. I mean, I've already covered how the werewolf form actually is not that strong, but you know, we're killing silver hands, so seems like the right thing to do. Yeah, hide in the corner. That's right. Plus, Vilkas doesn't mind if we become a werewolf. Come on. Come on. I'm gonna eat you. I'm gonna eat you. And I ate you. Now, does that mean we got a werewolf perk? No. Just perk progress. Alright, where's this other guy? You got him, Vilkas? Fling him. Bloodlust extended. Nice. Alright, well, imagine our werewolf form opening the door and walking through. That's what I'm saying. Look, we have perfect control of ourselves. You don't have that much longer in werewolf form, I don't think. Oh, nice. Good old werewolf kill animation. I'm eating you. Very yummy. Oh my goodness. Vilkas got him. We got a perk. We got our first werewolf perk. And I will tell you, before this perk tree, the werewolf was even weaker because it would stay at that level. And so you couldn't do anything else but that. But now you can do things like do more damage. You have these cool totems which give you special abilities. So yeah, now being a werewolf is a little bit better. I see the fragments of Wuthrad, but we gotta kill this guy first. He's trying to escape, but he can't because of the bar he put on the door. Trying not to hit Vilkas as we go. There you go, wiped out. And I'm pretty sure if we hadn't gotten that guy behind the locked door, that would not have been considered wiped out. Alright, let's untransform. That was just a little inconvenient to be a werewolf. Because we can't loot stuff. Take your time. There we go. I like that it gave me the over-encumbered message, but we're not over-encumbered. Okay, let me read this book. Thank you. We can also do a bit of looting. Picking up a bunch of stuff I don't actually need. Here, take your sword back. Let's go get this chest over here. Okay. Not bad, not bad. I'll take this to sell it, I guess. Or maybe give to Lydia, actually. I can't be bothered to craft her a bow and level it up and all that. Alright. Fragments of Wuthrad attained. Kodlak avenged. Let's return to the companions and see what we have to do. Well, we have our fragments of Wuthrad back, so maybe we can use those. Alright. Now we can head on. But as you can see, we're sort of slowly unlocking more segments of the map. You can tell where we've been, you know, around here, a little bit up here, and also now down here, so this is how it works. You slowly unlock more segments of the map as you go. Of course, there can be a big difference between a completionist playthrough and one where you just sort of go through the main stuff.
The others have probably prepared Kodlak's funeral by now. Come up to the Sky Forge to pay your respects.
Yes, sir. Probably one of the few times a companion just runs off without you.
Got some good pieces
I
out
certainly
here.
will.
I don't
but
claim to be the
first
best
off,
blacksmith in Whiterun.
can you
Yorland
please
Greymane's got that
open
on.
your shop?
Man
Yeah,
steel
okay.
is legendary.
Okay, I get it.
All I ask
I
is
get
a
it.
fair chance.
I get it. Stop talking.
I helped my father in more
Oh my
ways than
goodness,
people
Skyrim loves to do this kind of shit. I'm just trying to access the shop. I don't want to chat with her. Just have some stuff to sell. It's that simple.
Welcome to war.
There we go.
Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
Gonna give that to Lydia. Maybe I don't have anything to sell, actually. I was gonna sell you this, but I'll just give it to
Good
Lydia
doing
instead.
business with you.
We'll have to get her back, by the way. Alright, let's head up to the Skyforge. As Vilkas just informed us, it's time for Godlack's funeral. You know, I'm thinking, what do I call this episode? The last one was Avenging Skewer. I could literally call this one Avenging Godlack, but that seems like a bit too much repetition. Maybe Mourning Godlack or Godlack's funeral or something like that. You know, my episodes of Skyrim are Avenging Skewer, Avenging Godlack, Avenging whoever. Oh, this is a solemn occasion. Here we are.
Who will start?
I'll do it. Before the ancient flame.
We grieve.
We grieve.
At this loss, we weep. We weep.
I'm not gonna repeat everything.
For the fallen, we shout.
The fallen leader, but not actually leader.
And for ourselves.
We take our leave.
I guess it kind of answers how big a deal Kodlak was. Big enough that the Jarl is here, but not big enough that anyone outside the city has showed up to mourn him. So it shows you Companion's sort of a regionally important institution.
His spirit is departed. Members of the Circle, let us withdraw to the Underforge to grieve our last together.
You're really saying that in front of the Jarl. Does he know about the Underforge?
Do you have the fragments
guess
of
not.
Uthred still? I'll need to prepare them for mounting again.
Here, take them. No, I'm not going to say that. I return them with honor.
Don't get too flowery on me, lad.
Oh, okay.
Of course, I have
Maybe
a
I should
small
have done the
favor
other
to
one.
ask of you. There's another piece that Kodlak always kept close to himself. Would you go to his chambers and bring it back for me? I'm not sure I'm the best one to go through his things.
Sure.
Thank you. I'll be here.
Though, I mean, do you think I'm any better? I really don't know the man. I've spoken to him twice, right? And the first one of those was our introduction.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard.
Yes, they are. You think that they might send, I don't know, Aella, Vilkas, Farkas? I assume all of them know him a little better than I do. But of course, this is the Skyrim way of doing things, right? You join a faction, and then you're immediately railroaded to the top. So we're on our way to becoming the most important member of the Companions, which is why we get quests like, you know, avenge Skjor and avenge Kodlak, and go and look through Kodlak's stuff. No, it's theft. You're allowed to steal things if you're a part of the faction. I guess I already did that. Under a certain amount of value. I believe. What did Kodlak have in his room? Alright. And they literally put his journal in the cabinet with the final fragment. I mean, they are just begging you to take a look at it. And not to disrupt his privacy, but we are going to take a look at it. Sorry, Kodlak. Alright, is this all we have? In my dream, I see the line of harbingers start with Ysgramor. Each of them ascends to Sovereign Guard until we come to Turfig, who first turned us to the ways of the beast, and this is what Kodlak told us about. He tries to enter Sovereign Guard, but before he can even approach Sun, we're going to see him one day, he is set upon by a great wolf who pulls him into the hunting grounds, where Hersing laughs with welcoming arms. So, these are the kind of dreams that Kodlak is having. Clearly, you know, he's haunted by this curse that's been placed on him. He doesn't want this. He wants to be one of those great Nord leaders, one of those great harbingers who joins Sovngarde, all the way back to Ysgramor. But he's afraid that he's going to be dragged to the hunting grounds instead. Turfig seems regretful, but also eager to join Hircine after a lifetime of service as a beast. And that's the difference, is that Kodlak would not be eager. He doesn't want to. Then I see every next harbinger turn away from Sovngarde and enter the hunting grounds of their own accord, until it comes to me, and I see great Sun on the misty horizon beckoning me. It appears I have a choice. And then at my side, a stranger I had not seen before. As I look into his eyes, we turn to see the same wolf who dragged away Turfig, and he and I draw weapons together. Is that me? Am I the great stranger? I think I am. I realize this is only a dream, but a strong enough dream to inspire a man like me to take to writing, so it must be of some import. That's exactly right, only a dream, but, dreams sometimes help you realize something, and clearly Kodlak didn't want this in the first place, and by these dreams, which may be more than dreams, has been inspired to take some action, which is why he asked us to help him out. And I do wonder if we were the stranger beside him in the dream, and if he remembered that, and perhaps that's why he specifically asked us to help him with this quest. I'm not sure. That sort of seems to be what they're
head down to the
implying.
meadery later. See what's brewing up.
Where are we heading? The Underforge? Oh,
Smell
no. I forgot. We went down there to get the fragment, not to read his journal. We just did that on our own.
You're back.
Yes. Oh, okay, walk away. I have Kodlak's fragment.
Thank you. Your shield siblings have withdrawn to the Underforge. I think they're waiting for you.
All right. We will head down there as well.
The old man had one wish before he died.
We've walked in on an
He didn't
argument.
get it. It's as simple as that.
Being Moonborn is not so much of a curse as you might think, Vilkas.
That's fine for you. But he wanted to be clean.
Very true.
He wanted to meet Ysgramor and know the glories of Sovngarde. But all that was taken from him.
Yep.
And you avenged him.
Kodlak did not care for vengeance.
Yep, you literally told us that.
No, Farkas, he didn't. And that's not what this is about.
Vilkas and Farkas are on the same
be
page.
honoring
The
Kodlak.
right page.
No matter our own thoughts on the blood.
You're right.
Yeah,
It's
come on,
what he
Ayala.
wanted, and he deserved to have it.
Kodlak used to speak of a way to cleanse his soul, even in death.
In death?
You know the legends of the tomb of Ysgramor.
Okay.
There, the souls of the Harbingers will heed the call of Northern Steel. We can't even enter the tomb without Wuthrad, and it's in pieces like it has been for 1,000 years.
And dragons were just stories, and the elves once ruled Skyrim.
Hello,
Just
Yurland?
because something is, doesn't mean it must
You're not a
be.
werewolf, are you?
Blade is a weapon, a tool. Tools are meant to be broken and repaired.
Is that... Did you repair the blade?
This is the first time I've had all of the pieces, thanks to our shield brother here.
That's me,
Flames of
the new guy.
reforged the shatter. The flames of Kodlak shall fuel the rebirth of Wuthrad, and now it will take you to meet him once more.
Yes. Straight to me, eh?
As the one who bore the fragments, I think you should be the one to carry Wuthrad into battle. The rest of you, prepare
Okay,
the journey
I had
to
no
the
choice
tomb
in the
of
matter.
Ysgramor for Kodlak.
I mean, I'm not gonna wield it. It's two-handed, but, alright, no conversation. Let's get going, everybody. Good job, Yurland. Alright, and this seems an opportune moment to end this episode. I do have a few things to say first. I think Vilkas and Farkas are exactly right. It was more Vilkas doing the talking. You know, regardless of your own thoughts on becoming a werewolf, it's just not what Kodlak wanted. He wanted to enter Sovngarde, and we should respect that. And Ayala gets that after a little bit of convincing. And Farkas is also right that, you know, Kodlak cared not for vengeance. He told us that. So, us going to retrieve the fragments of Wuthrad I think is fine, but then purposefully murdering all of the Silverhand as we go. Maybe it would not have been what he would have asked for. We did it anyway. So now, even in death, we go to save Kodlak's soul. We read his journal, which may be immoral, but we did it regardless. And we know his greatest fear, so we want to prevent that from happening. And I think we might be the stranger who helps him out. Or, even if we're not the stranger that appeared in his dream, in real life, we are going to be the stranger that helps him to Sovereign Guard. But we'll save that for next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. We're sort of coming to the end of our Companion's quest line. Next episode, we will finish it. We'll do the final mainline Companion's quest, and then we'll move on to the main story. So, if you guys enjoyed this one, I'd appreciate it if you would leave a like, subscribe, click that little notification button next to the subscribe button, and YouTube will tell you whenever I release a new video. Anyway, with that stuff out of the way, I hope you guys are having a good day today, and I will see you all again next time